So today is August 13th, Friday the 13th. Spooky AMA. No, it's not. So for today, we don't have announcements. We're still trying to solve some IP redirects and permissions for the merge store. We should have it solved by next week, but who knows? We depend on the hosting and the plugins to collaborate between them and help us have the store running. Like the store, the merge is already, but the permissions are not getting along. So we still need to see how
Yeah,
to solve it.
there's a saying sometimes like cheap gets more expensive, so it's this kind of situation. But we'll solve it.
Yeah, pretty soon I hope we're able to solve it, but for in the meantime we need to wait and hope for it to be solved quickly by them, because it doesn't depend on us anymore. But I believe next week maybe we should have the merch start going. Hopefully before the tour, everybody can buy some merch and help finance the tour and finance the buybacks and things that we're planning as well for the merch start.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes first few weeks.
Oh, nice stickers, Aaron. Just saw it.
Yes, I've just ordered some envelopes. So once I've got them, I'll advertise them up. And just if people want me to send them, say, 20 stickers to stick around their neighborhood, I'll just send them up for free.
Awesome. That's awesome. Very nice. They look good.
They're really big. I wasn't expecting, because Dave ordered them for me, and they're far bigger than I was expecting. But that's amazing.
Yeah, they're very visible. I think it's like 10 by 10 or 9 by 9 centimeters, something like that.
Yeah, 120. I think they're 12.
Nice. Yeah, they look good. Do we have any questions for today? I don't see any on our Slack channel.
I had one that I put, you may have answered this on one of the days that I wasn't on, but I had a guy on Reddit asking me about whether we were doing manual burns and why we weren't doing manual burns. I'm sorry if you did answer it this week or last week.
Oh
but,
yeah, I think Daniel had some manual burns planned, but that was before we had the auto burns on the tokenomics. Because when Diamond Hands and the other smaller whale left, our LP grew so healthy in those days that we ended up doing just the auto burns on the tokenomics. So that's pretty much what we have for now. We're almost at 50% burn, I think. Last time I checked. Let me see.
Yeah, I think sometimes people just see other projects advertising that as a a reason to buy, and it's just helpful to explain to them why it's not necessary for everything.
Yeah, we're at 48.9974, so it's pretty much 49% burn already, and that's just from the auto burn and the initial 43% burn. So we're very healthy on that end, I think. But there might be manual burns planned for the future. I would need to ask Daniel about it. I know he wanted to do some burning or refilling dev wallet or marketing wallet with the merch store purchases, but I'm not sure what the plan is. So we would need to check with him as soon as he's back from his vacation. I think it's next week, probably next Friday.
I think it'll be interesting to have like you say, like the revenue stream come in like a separate revenue stream from merch, and that could become really interesting forward.
And it's some kind of utility as well, because people will be able to buy using Stopelon on the store. Shadows did a great job implementing the Stopelon purchase system. it works flawlessly. The thing is, is Printful doesn't work flawlessly with our hosting. So maybe we would need to change hosting. Maybe we would continue with hosting here, but we're not sure yet. We'll see what happens. Because just for the merch start, I think it's four different plugins, right? It's WooCommerce, it's Printful, then you have the payment system, and then you have the website hosting. So it's 4 different platforms that need to work all in sync, and that's currently not happening.
You add the PayPal and everything. It's one
Oh
big
yeah, there's
integration.
PayPal as well. So five integrations that need to work and currently are not working, just because of mainly Printful IPs, I think. But we'll see what happens.
Combine that
Because
with like
the way it is now, we would be able to do like manual purchases, but that would take us a long time to do. So we want everything to be automatic, like buys come in, payments come in, and Printful does the buys of the merch and sends to people. If not, we would have to do it manually, and that's just not possible, like with the time that we have at hand.
Yeah,
Okay,
we have it set up really good
experience.
now.
Trying to send out 100 t-shirts is not fun.
It's not. Yeah, I have a friend that does t-shirt designs, and he centralizes a lot of t-shirt designs from other artists as well, and he has a store that sells it online. Printful is one of the fronts that he sells, but he says that in the beginning, when he didn't know how to use it, he was doing it manual as well, and was like hell on earth. So having the automatic purchases working is essential to start it. If not, we're gonna be crazy in 1 week.
Yeah, but it's fully automatic the way we set up it, so it should work really fine.
Yeah. Then we just need to wait for the final adjustments and permissions, and that's gonna be fully automatic. There was some questions on chat earlier, or was it just general questions, not for AMA?
I think yesterday or earlier today, someone mentioned about complete doxing of social medias of everyone.
Yeah, complete doxing of the doxed members. I think it's easy. We can do that. It's part of the plan for the org chart on the website. That this is something that Shadows and I already discussed. But since Shadows is so busy with the small problems with the merch store, we haven't started yet. But that's pretty much our next item on the list for the website is the org chart. And there are some other subjects as well that we're gonna solve on the website. But the org chart, an interactive org chart with the socials for each of the doxed team members is part of the interaction. So we will have that on the website as soon as possible.
Yeah, I was a part of this chat last night, or where maybe last morning, wherever you are, I guess. And I think the biggest thing is whenever I try to bring new listeners in, or sorry, not new listeners, new investors in, is the one that they care about being doxed the most is whoever is in control of the liquidity pool, the LP. Because in the end, that's the one that provides new investors with the most assurances. Hey, just so you know, our person in charge of the LP, his name is Dan Smith. He lives in San Francisco. This is his Instagram here. It's a real person. They're not hiding behind anything. Yeah. And if something were to happen,
I understand the concern. Like we discussed yesterday, having worries about rug pulling after 3 months of a token is like kind of off the worries that they need to have. But we can discuss with Daniel. Like I don't think Daniel is going to be doxed anytime soon because of his employment, like his current employment, being in the technology front, and his secondary project being Stopelon also partially technologic. So it would be a problem for him to be doxed. But we can check that with him and see how we would do it. But we could have someone else that is completely doxed managing the LP, and that wouldn't be a problem, I think, for the future.
Yeah,
It's just a matter of having him back from his vacation and then discussing that with the whole team and seeing how we could solve that.
I was mentioned in the Slack channels for Rod to have control over the LP and to move it from Daniel. So because Rod is completely doxed, so
yeah, and I'm here pretty much 20/7. It's not 24/7 because I have to sleep, but I'm here 20/7, so it's no problem. We could see that and see if it works, and then it wouldn't be a problem. I think to have me controlling the LP and doing the relocks and everything else, it wouldn't be a problem for me. So if that satisfies the investors, for me it's fine. It's no problem.
I mean, yeah, I think it makes sense to me as well. So, I mean, the team could have a vote on it, whatever have you. But yeah, I think someone who's completely doxed in charge of the LP just to me makes more sense.
Sure. Yeah, we will discuss that with Daniel as soon as he's back. He's almost like, I think it's not even a week anymore before he's back completely. And then we can discuss with him and the whole team, and if they agree, I'm fine with it. I can be in charge of the LP as well. No problem at all. I had someone ask me in private before some hours ago about removing the tax for transfers because they wanted to transfer their Stopelon to a hardware wallet. And when you transfer to a hardware wallet, I guess it's considered a transfer, so it would have the 10% tax. So I was asked if we would be able to disable the transfer tax like a day a month, so people could move their assets between wallets, between hardware wallets and cold wallets and trust wallet and whatever. Unfortunately, I don't think that's possible because from my understanding and from what Daniel has told me some weeks ago, when we were creating the hot wallets, the marketing hot wallet and the giveaway hot wallet, he can disable all the taxes at once. In the case of those wallets, that's what we have for those two wallets, the giveaway and marketing. But he cannot disable just the transfer tax. So it's either you disable all the taxes or you enable all the taxes. You cannot disable only the transfer tax, and that's something that I know it like for a fact cannot be done in the current contract. So I don't know how we would solve that, because I know some people have a lot of assets, and 10% tax would mean like $1,000, $2,000 to just to transfer for the hardware wallet. But unfortunately, the way the contract is set up, we cannot disable just the transfer fees, at least for now. So if we someday have an evolution of the contract at some point, maybe it will be possible, but the way it is set up now, it's not possible. Sorry.
I know we're talking about, obviously using this GTR marketing to get more and more coverage, specifically around Europe. Have we contacted any editors, reporters, news sources around the areas that
we
visiting?
will be contacting them by the end of the month, I believe, because at the moment Don is working on the wrap. I think it's almost like 50, maybe 40-50% done with the wrap. After that, he's going to be able to do all the planning, all the roadmap, because he's the co-founder. And I think by then Daniel will be back, so Daniel will be helping him planning. And as soon as all the dates and locations are planned, like where we're gonna park, what day, what exact time, we will have the full plan for the meetups and everything else. And then we could contact the media outlets, which we have a list. If I not mistaken, that Dave and Aaron put together. And we have all the contacts of old media.
We need all the hard facts to be able to write a proper press release, rather than it just be like emails saying like, oh yeah, we're doing, you know, we don't want it to be informal. We want it to look as professional as possible. So we want to have.
Yeah, we're gonna have a press release as well. Yeah. So that's what we're waiting for. Having the full roadmap and plans and all dates and times and specific locations. Like we have the 5 cities for now, but we don't have the specific times and dates that we're gonna be there. And also the route, because then we can do some video capturing on the way there, so that would be cool as well. So we're still doing the plan. We're still gonna be doing the planning of the roadmap, like the road trip, and after that, contact all the media outlets. But we already have all contacts, and we're ready to do it as soon as we have the full plan. I think that's it, right? From questions from earlier. I didn't miss any. There was a question from Max yesterday, I think, about when the tour would be started. We are shooting for September 10th, and one of the reasons why is it gives us enough time for planning and having the wrap done and the whole plan done, and enough time to reach media outlets, because usually media outlets demand like a 2-week window to be present at any event. So we need a 2-week window from the moment that we announce it for them and email them and release the press release. So that's why we're shooting for around September 9th or September 10th to be starting the tour. There are some questions about the NFTs, on the June NFTs. We're still waiting for Daniel to be back to see if we have a plan B for the distribution. Because last month, I think we paid around 12 to 15 GWay, which is the Ethereum gas fee, per token that we sent. It was very cheap last month when we did it, and now it's around almost 2 or 3 times that. So we need to check with Daniel how it will be distributed. For June, that's gonna be it. And for July, we are doing some research to see like good alternatives to send the NFTs, maybe farming, maybe another idea, or maybe forms that need to be filled to receive them. So we don't have like the whole 24K addresses to do at once. We do the transfers like whenever people fill the farm in. So we'll see how it happens and how it goes. But for June, we need to wait for Daniel to be back, pretty much, because he has full control of the NFT marketplace and the tool for sending the airdrops as well. So for now, it's gonna be June is gonna be sent that way. Any more questions, guys? Oh yeah, our beloved Dave number 1 is gonna be back as well next week. He got a week off this week, and he's coming. I think he's coming back on Friday or Sunday. So Monday, you guys will have our friend Dave back on chat. If any of you guys knows a good tool for transcribing the voice chats, we used to have a tool, but it's not working anymore. So for now, we only have the audio recordings. But it would be good to have the transcriptions for other language members to be able to translate and at least get a general idea of what was discussed. Because that makes it very easy for translating. And the way it is now, we only have like from the last 4 or 5 voice chats, we only have the recordings, which are also being uploaded to Google Drive, to the old
And YouTube.
to the old. But does YouTube have good like automatic what's it called, closed captions?
You know what? It's something I haven't tried with it. So I don't know. We can test it after this one if you like.
I think it's
Yeah,
pretty
we can see if it works, and because then it's easier because you can download the closed captions from YouTube, and then we can make that available as a transcription. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's good to have a way for people to translate, because I know we have a lot of users that only talk to us on the main chat because they use a translator. I think that's it for today. Did I miss any announcements? Anything? I don't think so. Oh yeah, the voting trust, we Devacor mentioned like 2 or 3 days ago on the main chat that he has a meeting, like a more complete meeting and a more thorough call with the legal team, with Wes and the LFB guys, LBF guys, actually, Liu, Brown, and Cruzman, on Tuesday, I believe. So after Tuesday, maybe during Tuesday, we'll have some new updates on the voting trust. And I think that's it. Anybody wants to say something on chat or here on the voice chat, feel free to open your microphones and talk to us. We got the usual suspects on the voice chat today. So we have Pat, Jay, Dips, Brian, Harry, the Brazilian Dragon, Pavel, and Deb D. So thank you guys for always being present. We
Yeah, you got
appreciate
it. I don't really have any more questions, to be honest with you. I'm just waiting on the the old stuff, the trust, and obviously whenever the GTR gets out there. So
yeah, nice. I have some new pictures of the GTR, by the way. I'm gonna send you guys. It's almost completely wrapped in white, in pearl white now, and then after that, it's just gonna be the smaller stickers and the smaller details. But it's looking pretty good already, just by being a white car now. You can see all the car lines. That's really good, really cool. So I'll be sharing those in chat right after the AMA. And I think that's it for today, guys. If you don't have any more questions, we can close the voice chat for now, and we'll be back with you guys on Tuesday. Hopefully with news on the voting trust by then.
yeah.
Because I think probably the voting trust, from what Devacor said, it's going to be pretty much at the same time as the voice chat AMA. But sometimes Devacor joins the chat like in the end to give some updates. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, one more thing. I did bring it up in chat the other day, but it would be nice if we did have a plan, or the team had a plan for engaging in the annual shareholder meeting for Tesla.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning it.
Yeah,
we could try. You mentioned that they don't have a date yet, right?
Yeah, they don't have a date yet. It's most likely going to be a September, same time as it was last year. But it would be nice even just having pre-made messages that we could essentially just copy and paste, or other members could copy and paste. That way, instead of them saying, hey, fuck Elon, fuck Tesla, this is bullshit. Something a little bit, something a little bit better of saying, how are you expecting to treat your workers better, or how are you going to allow your employees to unionize, or I can't really think of the best ways right now, but really pre-canned messages that we could just have, hopefully a shill army, whether they be in India, Australia, Pakistan, Madagascar, that they could just copy and paste, put on there.
I don't know about.
I think that's good.
I like the idea of shouting "fuck Elon." It has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, I know.
It always does. But yeah, we can have some show material prepared for that and for that moment. Do we know if they like do a live stream of the moment, or is
It's
it
all
usually like a
Zoom.
closed
So
meeting?
I would assume that there's a chat that's there, and it is a. I mean, there are actual shareholders who do votes. There was I think a vote maybe 2 or 3 years ago for whatever their marketing campaign was going to be. But
Mm-hmm.
if anything, I think it's just a great moment for us to let them know and to let other people know, about the project. If anything, we could get real lucky, and there could be, a reporter on deck who might reach out and say, "Hey, what's this Stop Elon thing?" and might want to know a little bit about it, something. So I just think,
yeah, we can think of something.
I can't think of a better place for us to kind of market ourselves.
Yeah, pretty much now for the future, it would be good to be seen on the shareholder meetings. But we can discuss that, and we can have some show material ready for when it happens. If it's on Zoom, it's even easier because I know Zoom has a text chat, so we could
Yeah.
send things there. But yeah, we can plan that ahead. Dev D, are we able to take hold on channel promoting members? The channel is pretty much on our power. The only thing is that account that that suddenly came out of nowhere some hours ago. It's one of the old founders that are not really present in the team anymore. I think he just logged in the wrong account, and he was using the official channel user, but it's all solved now. So there's not a problem of grabbing hold of the group, because the group is ours, so there's no worries there. We're not gonna be losing the Telegram group. It was just a misunderstanding.
There was one more thing maybe I should bring up, but I've noticed, and I don't know if there's really anything you guys can do or anything we can do. Hopefully there is, but there are a lot of Stop Elon Twitter accounts, and there's also that Reddit account, which sadly is kind of a bit of a better name than ours, Stop Elon Coin. Is there any way that we could merge groups? Are we at talks with any of the admins for the original Stop Elon Reddit? Is there any way we can fix that at all? Just because I feel like there is some confusion for people when they go to Reddit and when they go to Twitter and they try to find Stop Elon. Which one is the official?
I can answer a bit about. So me and Rod are mods on Stop Elon Coin. It's me that posts quite a lot of stuff in there. Clam Chimp. Basically, for people that don't know that much about Reddit, Fresh Juncture 40. So there's 6 mods on there. Rod, Fresh Juncture 41 is us as well, and Clam Chimp is me. And obviously this Reddit sub was set up a long time ago, and it was set up by members of the community, because obviously I mean Reddit is something of a community thing, as opposed to being kind of an official statement channel, if you see what I mean. I reached out to, so there was a top moderator called something, and I could see that the account was inactive, and I know that there's a process for getting rid of inactive what they call top mod. So when you see the list of moderators, each person who is above the last has the power to kick the person below them in that moderator list. And I'm right at the bottom, like a lowly shite hound or whatever. But I reached out to the top moderator, and he got very defensive. I tried to be as nice as possible, put it that way. But he got very, very defensive. So we agreed that as long as I could be on the moderator list of delete FUD, if he's not causing any problems, then it's a community forum. and if he wants to be a moderator, I mean, he doesn't do anything. I think it's a pride thing more than anything else. But there you go. So we have some control over that subreddit in terms of me and Rod can delete things that we don't want there, that kind of stuff. But we don't have total control over the 3 mods that are above us. But I think 2 of them are inactive. It was only Matt that got back to me.
Yeah, there's only one that's active, and then it's the 3 of us, like the Stopelon account, which is Fresh Juncture, then me and Aaron. So it should be fine. Twitter, I think we only have 1 account. Maybe the old accounts are there, but they are inactive.
We got Twitter. We got Stopelon_BSC, which is our main one, which we'll be back into as soon as Don wakes up. And we've got the press department, which is kind of like just the announcements channel. There are a lot of people that have made their own Twitters in support of Stopelon. I don't think there's much that we can do to, we don't want to go around telling them all to delete their accounts. That's a difficult one, but I guess you get people
but the rest is pretty much organized, and it's I think it's fine. But yeah, we have a hold of all the official accounts, and I don't think like secondary users having Stopelon as their name is not a problem for us, I think. So I think there's no problem on that front. Already.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry. On the subject of social media, we're just sorting out. I'll have a TikTok set up by the end of the night as well.
Oh, nice.
Solid.
We can update the TikTok on the website.
Yeah, and I'm relieved that you're actually on the Stopelon Reddit and you can delete certain posts. So that does make me feel a lot better.
Yeah, we took some time to solve that because I think Daniel had the Fresh Juncture account, but we didn't know how to properly set up because like Reddit is a mess, and it's not very user friendly. But when we got a hold of the account, we were able to add me and add Aaron as admins as well and as moderators. So always fine now. And I think that's it, guys. We're heading to 35 minutes. If you guys don't have any more questions for today, we'll be finishing the voice chat for now, and we'll be back on Tuesday.
See you.
All right, gotcha. Good stuff, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks for participating, and we'll be here waiting for you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Enjoy the weekend, guys.
Enjoy the weekend.